can no longer have a name. They are unnamed, unknown. Team Random, a bunch of players that are still playing together. And speaking of random, unknown people that I find wandering the streets and waking up at ungodly hours of the day, Trent.
I only come for the important games.
Good morning.
I could sense that it will be a game 3, so here I am, in the flesh.
5 seconds remaining.
Very, very good. Very good.
That's the worst feeling ever. That's the 3rd time I've ever done that.
Dude, okay, so I've done worse. I've done worse.
I can remember a couple times where you were on the. I remember one time when you did it, and you had to bus it to the JD Studios.
So there was one time when I had to get a bus to the JD Studios, and what was it? It was for a Southeast Asian game. It was like 9 in the morning or something, and I was late by like 5 or 10 minutes, and the players had to wait, but they were like super chill about it. I think it was TMC against Mineski or something like that. They were like super chill, everything was fine. Then the second time and the last time I ever did this was like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, where I was woken up by one of my admins phoning me. He got my phone number from my Skype profile, phoned like my in real life phone, which I never use. Like who uses actual phones anymore? Calls me, is like, where are you? The game's meant to start now. And I'm just like, I am in bed. I am now getting up. I will have a shower. I had to call my the chief operating officer of Freaks for You. Like, dude, this game needs to be cast. I'm at home. Can you please come pick me up? He had to come and drive to pick me up and take me to the studio. That was a mess.
You know, guys, it's a very difficult life when all you have to do is wake up. Come on.
Sometimes shifting from times at a time
terrible.
is hard.
That's what gets you, man. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand how I just went through 2 alarms, but that's the life. Apologies. I feel very bad. I hate doing and missing that, but here we are now. Game number 3, Team Spirit. This all looks pretty standard stuff. Yep. We got ourselves Warlock, Monkey King Phoenix. Very scary duo. Man, that is a lot of team fight.
Legion Commander.
Team Spirit, they ban out the 2 key heroes, I think, from the Radiant last game. They had Treant CM plus, like, Ursa they've been playing a lot of, but I don't think that's as scary. Team Spirit kind of just, like, weathered the Ursa storm for the first 20 minutes in Game 1, then came back and just easily rolled into the enemy base. Game 2 was much more snowbally with Slark and Ursa taking, like, mid-game tempo control.
5 seconds remaining.
But it was annoying because Team Spirit had Magnus, Ogre, PA, and should have been able to just land one big RP and win a team fight, but there was never that one big RP.
Okay, well, that kind of happens occasionally. That's kind of what it almost feels like they're going to be looking at right now for Comanche. It'll be like that kind of some sort of a decent AoE size. Like this is like a lineup you get a Chrono with or something, and some other thing. Like that's kind of stuff I'm scared of. Some VP stuff going on here.
Or a puck.
True. That's easy mode.
That's easy mode, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Templar Assassin.
TA. That was banned out in the previous game. Previous games.
Yeah, it's a little surprising. Let through Troll and Ursa, so they'd rather ban those than the classic herself. So maybe they have an idea in mind in terms of something they want to bring into that mid lane up against the TA, or some other sort of a counter coming up from one of the other lanes.
What, like Jakiro or Venomancer mid?
Yeah, honestly. I mean, didn't VP run it a couple times? Must be okay.
Yes, it's one of those old school things. Like, I still remember the first time Dendi played Jakiro mid against the TA, because he was known as like one of the TA players in Europe, right? He was kind of one of the kings of Templar Assassin back then, and he just picked Jakiro against her and smashed in lane. It's like, okay, well, that just happens. And people used to pick Venomancer against her, but I don't know, shutting her down in lane is one thing, but controlling her whilst she farms ancients and jungles is like a completely different story, especially if you don't have a roaming hero. Like, third pick here for Spirit. I'm looking for, your Earth Spirit, basically.
Or we could have that Ogre that, like, duels mid, too.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's actually still pretty good, right? And shut down that TA as early as possible. And then Legion Commander, if you shut TA down enough in lane, oh, well, DP helps with that as well. But you can run on her, like, in the jungle with a level 6 Legion Commander, too.
DP against TA matchup's kind of weird, though. Especially if there's Monkey King involved. Like, DP...
That's true. I mean, once the other guy comes in, it's all just goes to hell.
But even in just, like, the naked 1v1, like, Spirit Siphon's good, but it's mainly to do with like DP's right-click attacks, because she's got a pretty good projectile and like tons of base damage. But it's more the fact that you can just throw attacks at TA to burn through refraction, and then you go for like Spirit Siphon plus the Crypt Swarm to actually do damage to her. But then once TA hits like level 6 or 7, she has kill power through like an early level in Meld plus traps.
This is true. Yeah, so we'll mostly be the rotations, and plus whoever the hell Team Spirits 4 is going to be, and a Clockwork now as well. So we have that, I think, didn't we have the same trio of Phoenix, Monkey King, Clockwork or something yesterday? I feel like it was something close, but it was that same idea. There's all these heroes that have spells and abilities that can be thrown around these cogs, and this is pretty scary. Like... That how was you gonna get to this egg? We definitely had Phoenix Clockwork because you can obviously egg inside the cogs when you're talking about that. But same thing with Monkey King. You know, what if he's just throwing out his ulti and he just like keeps running around the cogs and you like can't get to this guy?
And they've picked what looks like all of their core heroes now already, right? Legion, DP, Lifestealer. So they need their 4-roll hero as the last one, which kind of has to counter Monkey King, deal with TA in lane, be a hero that can maybe close gap onto Supernova.
Probably buy a Force Staff too.
There are too many boxes to tick, I feel.
Yeah, and look at that Slardar band too, though. He fills in so many of those. Like, not only is he the better lifestealer friend and stuff, but he's one of those 4s that really wants that Force Staff anyway. Currently, they don't have anyone who's going to build that. You know, the DP is not a Hurricane Pike mid. This is going to be a very good Clockwork game.
Mag had an exceptional Clockwork game in game number 2. He went Tranquil's Midas Orchid, because he was against PA plus Ember, and he just like killed the Ember a couple of times with Orchid, forces both of them to go Manta style. Then he got Aghanim Scepter. He just super farmed, honestly. Everyone was. Crystal Maiden had a Midas, Clockwork had a Midas. Everyone was just farming.
And that was always one of his best heroes too.
Yeah.
Clockwork.
He was like one of the original people to do that cog block into the trees, and they like go and walk into the path, and you hide a wave. You basically just hide an entire creep wave away from people. Final ban for safe lane here. Slark was annoying.
Terrorblade maybe can make use of a lot of this space.
Yeah.
Pretty solid hero. We've already lost the Ursa and the Troll, so your other big anti-lifestealer heroes for the most part are gone, other than like Sven or some shit. But we're pretty off Sven. Lycan, of course, that's fair.
There's Earth Spirit. I like that.
Right, fair enough.
I think it's just making the I feel they could have picked that earlier, but maybe they were afraid of the DP getting banned. Maybe that was the reason. But against Legion Warlock dual lane, what kind of safe lane carry do you really want to go for? Like, do you want to go for Avenger or Weaver, something ranged, or do you want something that's just going to tanky,
5 seconds
wait and see what happens, leech some experience, and hope for the best?
Yeah, I guess they have to figure out exactly what fits their game plan as well. The Slark does feel pretty good. I mean, I always like Slark TA in terms of like kind of this all-in. You both come online around the same time. You have Clockwork who wants to fight around that same time too. Works very well. And you said Ember too. Oh wow, they actually will go back for the Sven. Really? I don't know. He's really good against Death Prophet and Legion Commander because it's all physical damage, other than of course overwhelming odds and the spells and stuff. But in terms of like the big ulti and general Legion right click,
it's all physical
Lifestealer
damage
as well.
the spells.
So all right,
I like it.
It's okay.
He matches up okay. Yeah, it's not like the be all and end all. It's not the alpha and the omega, but Sven will be okay. He'll do just fine. I don't know who I favor in this though, because we've seen this team that Mag's on kind of favor laning stage and try and snowball out of laning stage. Team Spirit is more of the mid-game planning kind of team from what I've seen from them. You know, they've got very key timings they like to hit, and smoke plays that they like to pull out. They're much more vision-based as well. Whereas with Arc and Mag just running around the map doing whatever the hell they want, they play more of this, try and outmatch people in lanes, and then go with it. So it is the kind of classic CIS, CIS tier 3 team versus CIS tier 2 team, right? One of them is playing based on experience, and one of them is playing based on pretty much raw skill and outdrafting.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I would personally favor the Dire myself. So we'll see if Team Spirit can meet some expectations here.
You favor the Dire, do you?
Yeah.
Even if you didn't know it was Team Spirit, would you favor this draft?
I'm not a big fan of the Earth Spirit. I didn't really think that was gonna be the 4 role. Obviously the hero's extremely good, but I'm not even sure what they needed instead. But I don't know. I'm not really feeling this dude. But we'll see. He's a lot of magic damage. He can roll out of the cogs and stuff. So he's I'm warming up to him. There's not many 4s that can give you at least the slightest bit of a an infest bomb vehicle without any items, and Earth Spirit can kind of do that. So
he also
we'll see.
He also has like stun silence against TA and Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
So before they get Supernova or Refraction or whatever off, he's got multiple ways to lock them down for things like Duel or, you know, another silence from DP to come through. So they do have some okay setups, and they definitely have raw pushing power behind them with, you know, Warlock and DP being such a good combination. Like imagine that upheaval with Spirit Siphon, like 3 Spirit Siphons plus Exorcism. Where do you run? Where do you hide?
I think in terms of like how this game's gonna go, the coolest thing to watch is gonna be these ancient stacks, or, you know, generally any of the neutral stacks. Honestly, like we have this TA and the Sven, so they obviously they need a lot of this going on here, right? All these like non-stop stacks going. So I'm not sure whose job that's gonna be. I guess if Fervian, well, he can't just straight up zone out the Legion Commander because they're of course gonna send their dual lane.
Iceberg's nearly dying though. They turn back onto Magical. As very fortunately, before First Blood has been spilt, I have taken away the prison cage. I've removed the draft overlay.
Oh jeez.
It's fine. It's only 50 seconds into the game. It's not 10 minutes or something that other people have done.
That's true. That's true. That's
It's
right.
not the worst. I'm not the worst, basically.
So one thing from the Dire though, they actually can't steal any stacks, right? I mean, possibly it would be pretty slow. I mean, it depends on what level we're talking for, like DK Phobos, and with the Shadow Word, maybe they can grab a couple. But there's not some giant threat of just leaving them alone and someone's going to come along and destroy them all. So it's relatively safe for them to start building them up around that 5-minute mark or something. But I think when you have a Sven and a TA, that seems to be the most important thing ever for the Radiant right now.
Just build stacks for later on, yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult though when you have like Earth Spirit rolling mid to hurt the TA, so you need to move one of your supports down to bottom lane to make defensive tri-lane. But I've been loving this Warlock plus Legion aggressive dual lane simply for this fact, right? Because I don't think there's any combination of 2 heroes that matches up 2v2 against them. Because Warlock plus Legion with PMS is like 2.5 heroes basically.
Yeah.
So you need that 3rd hero to come in from the Radiant to just balance things. Not to win, but to just kind of put things back on kilter a little bit.
Miss the roll mid.
But then you leave your TA alone and your offlaner alone. So these are 2 matchups which have to go well for you at the same time. And okay, Mag is doing exceptionally well against a Lifestealer, but that's because he's Mag.
So we will get the 4th hit here. Ooh, I was going to say, that was a little bit risky, but I think he's going to get punished for that.
The body blocks. Even with a heal from FNG, Vanscore still falls.
I suppose if you don't go for the roll, he's just going to do it anyway, but I thought maybe he'd like try and save it post-roll, but it does so much damage anyway, so there you go. The Monkey King comes alive, so nice grab. No, I like everything you're talking about too. Just Earth Spirit as well. He's a hero that everyone always tries to like aggro tri-lane or something whenever the other team has Earth Spirit. A lot of the time, just to try and pull that guy in, force him into a tri-lane scenario so he's not doing this crap in the mid lane. But when you have these 2 heroes as you're talking about, you can try and like aggro, but they're gonna like run all over the like they will just match up this Legion Warlock to that kind of a situation and have no problem. So I think Legion just pinged the tree, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I think she knows.
Yeah, well they still got double stunned. But this is the problem. Killing off FNG is still difficult. He uses Shadow Word aggressively, it looks like that. As DK Phobos won't be able to turn and fight. He managed to kill off one. Bringing in so many to help out.
He's top and almost kills Vanscore.
Yeah. Yeah, he might even still die with the Primal Spring. No, they've got to roll away. Vanscore's fine for now. But the Monkey King is just from one lane to another. Like he was in the middle of a creep wave when he TP'd out. And he just instantly goes top.
It's that reach. absolutely insane.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
It's actually on a whole other level there, but so top lane we haven't seen too much of it, but it looks like Mag is he's level 4. He's got 16 last hits. Life's going good. This matchup can be tough, and also when she's in on a life stealer now, and just burns all his mana again when he pops rage. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not fun. But the mid lane is fun for the Dire team. Iceberg has started putting the punishment in. 23 and 15 against the 10 and 0 of TA. This is the thing, the Monkey King didn't come and match the Earth Spirit in the first like 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And DP just got this massive start, the massive lead. Double Null has enough money for the bottle. Templar Assassin, I don't know what that does.
I mean, she doesn't even have boots.
Yeah.
I guess they must be flying out now, are they? Oh god, they're not.
No, that's a salve and a ring. That's really bad.
Well, you can't go back to that lane.
You jungle now. You literally stay in the jungle, my friend.
Time for Yol to get a mid lane. Congratulations on your promotion, Mr. Phoenix. Welcome to position number 2.
They're TPing the monkey down towards bottom. Don't know if they want to make a play onto DK Phobos. Still difficult to kill. This means that up at top lane they've been able to go in onto Mag. BZZ with Vamp score have gone for the roll and the boulder smash. Mag is very tanky though with a PMS. He's healing up a little bit with the Ring of Regen, of course, as well. He might be able to juke through these trees with another cogs if he can place this correctly. Don't trap in the life stealer, but he does. Still gets the Earth Spirit away so he doesn't die. BCC gets a couple of last hits in there, but Mag surviving through all of that strength.
Wow. Bottom lane, not to be successful. I'm surprised he lived there. Jeez. Lifestealer. Sad hero. Only his level 1 open wounds, though, so we would say pretty close to pop it, I guess.
It's the lack of Blightstone, though, yeah? Like, usually we see Lifestealer have Blightstone
I mean,
at this point.
The nerf on Orb of Venom as well. Maybe a little bit there. Their speeds were pretty damn close.
The worst thing about using the like behind the ear microphones to like loop on your head is that if you have glasses and a beard, things get very uncomfortable. Like my ears are in pain and my face is itchy all at the same time. Just make it stop, please make it stop. Monkey jumping in, looking for TK Phobos, but they've got no stun from the Sven. So Legion's okay. I just want to look back at the TA though. Trent, TA's back in the fountain. No, still no boots. Has a bottle though. TA has a bottle. 7 minutes in.
All right. Not yeah. They may be 2 kills up here, guys, but that is definitely not telling the story. It's only a slight net worth lead for Team Spirit, but again, I feel like they just need a lot going for them right now on the Radiant. They still don't have any stacks, and now TA bootsless. Good save though.
And the DD rune on Iceberg. So much damage. And TA comes back to lane for what, like 7 or 8 seconds and is immediately thrown out. Fervian might be in trouble as well. Iceberg with another Spirit Siphon. Oh, yes, he's got it.
Nice. Very nice.
To transfer the aggro onto Vamsco. He's bottling through it, actually. It's fair enough. This is a tower push coming in as well.
And that's 7 minutes passing, and yeah, again, no stacks, so not good. I don't know where they're spending TA. I think they're going to get money, but it's not going to be the jungle. It's going to be a lot of kills. That they have this one thing they've been kind of pulling through and stacking a little bit down bottom, and finally Arc's had enough. He'll just throw the Stormhammer at it.
So many of the Dire team heroes are farming like infinitely better. Legion Commander basically in the 1 role. Again, the Veil DP, one of my favorite builds, comes out. Amps up all that magic damage from Spirit Siphon, as well as Crypt Swarm. As Haste Rune, Yol dives forward. He's going to miss out on getting it though, and he's put himself in a position where he's just going to die anyway. Okay. Yol, that's not what you wanted. The kind of angulation on that dive where you don't go over the top. Like, if, you know.
Mag mid.
Is he in trouble? Oh, he's looking for trouble. Wants Van score. It's going to be difficult to kill him though. I don't know about this. Okay, maybe if this happens. What the fuck is just... What?
Well, he had hook shot, so he had to try and find some sort of a weird angle anyway.
But he kicks him away and then rolls into the cogs.
I blame the staircase. staircases are brutal for those little angle plays. Like you try and throw an arrow, and there's this like staircase in between, and somehow the arrow just shifts like 2 feet to the right, and you're like, what just happened?
It was like
I'm just going to assume it was that.
Like similar thing with the Phoenix, right? Hastrun is here, Yol is here, and he clicked in a line to dive on that spot, but of course the dive goes like this and then comes back like this, so he missed out on the Hastrun, unfortunately. Sad stuff. Bottom lane, they're rolling onto Fervian. Van Score wastes another stone to get a boulder smash down. DK Phobos wants this duel, but he's too far away. The threat of the Boundless Strike, they actually turn back with a Sven TPing in.
Tell you, Mag would love it if they wanted to keep fighting this.
Yeah, he's got a hook shot
He's
ready.
probably yelling at this team like, guys, come on, let's go.
They'll kill Warlock here, right? At the very, very least. But Iceberg wants in big. He's popped his ultimate. Cogs will slow the advance. They have to convert this into a tier 1 tower, though, it looks like. DK Phobos has no blink, no way of catching up to the enemy heroes.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well, I have to say, the past couple minutes have gone much better for Mag than I expected. He doesn't really have a core who can partner up with him. He doesn't have a leveled up support that can partner up with him even yet. At least Yol's about to be 6, so that will be handy, but it can be very difficult when you're this Clockwork who finally gets his ultimate, and then there's no one to do anything, right? Because like the CA so under-farmed, the Sven's still pretty under-farmed, but he's done well.
I was just about to ask you why this Lifestealer seems so poor. Because I looked at his net worth and he has close to the DPs. But he had a Midas coming in on the courier, that's why. He gets the Midas delivered. And he's nearly got his phase boots done. Because I was just seeing, like, is his armor coming? Has not got phase boots yet? Where are his items? What's happening? But Lifestealer went for this Hand of Midas.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Seems like a pretty good game for it. Pretty, common, I guess, at this point. I think it's fallen off a little bit since Kiev. Like a lot of Lifestealers I'm now seeing in at least the tier 2 scene are passing up on it, but we had plenty of them during Kiev, so Midas Gaming is still in full effect. Probably going to be the only one we see this game, unless we get like an Earth Spirit one or potentially that the Clockwork one, but I think they need too fast of a tempo, and yeah, it looks like Mag's already investing into his Force Staff here.
Radiant's middle tower has been
no Hand of Midas for him. Sven, in the meantime, is trying to buy the Mask of Madness. But things seem so slow for the Radiant, a team that I felt needed to pick up the tempo and actually make things happen early on. Team Spirit do scale very nicely between Legion and Lifestealer DP, both tanking up very, very nicely, and they'll get a kill for their troubles as they move into the Shrine. The Supernova, hang on a second, maybe not. Yol gets himself his ulti down, the hook shot lands as well. Perfect play by Mag, over the hills and far away. Vasco tried to run away, but Iceberg has the TP out. Is there a battery assault? No, there isn't. Nothing to cancel the TP, so the aggressive play from Spirit punished there by the Radiant.
Wow, I am really surprised that Phoenix didn't die. That's generally quite a bit of burst. I suppose Midas, yeah, it gives attack speed, but it's not quite as much as that armlet on your first rotation, so there you go. Bit of that, the old opportunity cost, as it were, yes?
Yes.
If you have Midas is giving you gold and experience, but if you have an armlet there, you get a kill, which is also gold and experience.
Or a Blightstone.
Or Blightstone. Hey man, it's hard to get that item these days. It's not on the side shop, you know.
Okay.
You gotta go back to that home base. You're a Lifestealer who doesn't want to do that.
Oh, feels bad when you're trying to last it under tower with a fiery spirits on you. It just doesn't make it stop. Step. He's okay now though. Does need to regen a bit. Probably gonna go and open wounds some creeps. Or just get
the old open wounds Midas.
Just shadow word. Fine, fair enough. Yol is alone up here. Probably aiming for a Midas of his own as BCC's tanking these spirits to his face. For the rest of the Radiant, they are farming jungle and ancients. Sven has Mask of Madness done. The TA is trying to claw her way back into the game.
Look at him fight this dragon.
It takes 10 years to kill this dragon, dude.
Oh my god. Got it.
Finally got
dead,
guy. Yeah, they've just smoked while Sven has no HP. This is just going to have to be Mag who gets a kill, but there's 4 heroes here from Spirit. The Clockwork Rocket Flare flies over the top of a couple of them, but they don't see Iceberg or Van Score, I don't think.
Oh, DK Phobos might be providing. No. Is he not going to be the kill? Maybe. Meg.
Where's Mag going?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
But this Radiant Observer Ward has been here for a while, hey? Maybe they did see them. Maybe they saw them move in. FNG has no level 6, halfway to it. Silence catches a couple though and knocks down the tree, so Monkey King stunned for a million years.
Later, buddy.
Trying to roll in onto more with Yol. Dive and Supernova both available. He can just jump away.
Well, again, no cores.
But the fight recap, Trent.
Life.
The fight recap.
Oh, you got it this time, did you?
Absolutely meaningless.
Yep. Totally wrecked that Monkey King.
Yeah, they got him good.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we got a stack. Look at this thing down here. All right. It's almost 15 minutes. We can tag this thing up once more at these ancients. That is a lot of my questions. Who gets it? Gotta fight over that.
TA. It has to be the TA. Like, she's so poor. She needs Blink.
That's true.
This has to be a game where she goes Blink, right? And not Deso. Mag just wasted his hookshot on some neutral, some friendly creeps, actually.
Yeah.
Here comes Command. This is really wonky. They jump in, they duel as well onto Mag. With a DP in the back lines, they've killed them off so simply. Monkey King tries to retreat, but the Supernova is not going to do too much work for Yol, as it's just right-click down as they turn to fight up against it. In the meantime, okay, Sven and TA are both pushing mid and bot, but you're losing out on team fights, on Roche control.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And ghosts are waning here. They're leaving Glyph though, so that's actually pretty handy considering. Now they don't have Glyph for the next exorcism.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Is it a Blink game? What changes if she gets Blink first though? Does anything change?
I feel like they can blow up the DP, and she can follow. Like she can actually follow the Phoenix and the Clock, jump into the back. I don't know. Like I
kind of like the Deso myself.
I usually like I 99% like Deso as your first item in almost every case, because it helps you farm, it helps you kill, helps you push. Like it just like does everything. But when you're in a position where you are kind of behind in team fight and your Sven is nearly ready to fight, I would like a Blink just to be able to go and blow up one target, or at least be able to escape from ganks, because that's what Spirit are going to be looking to do, is catch, kill, and push. But like the Deso, I guess, just indicates that they want to sit back and farm.
I think a little bit, yeah. It gives them some options at Roche. It's also like, if I get a Blink Dagger and you fail that gank, it's over. Like,
that's true.
Die once more. At least this Deso will get you to that Blink almost assuredly. You can hope your Sven might be able to provide that setup for you, so that you can actually use his Deso, but his life's gonna be difficult. He's doing this Chinese build with the S and Y.
No armlet.
No, but Mask of Madness instead.
Well, they're killing off Monkey again. Nearly. Fervian escapes. Actually treads Orb of Venom for the Monkey King. Usually we see like Phase, Aquila, Urn, Midas, Solar Crest, things like that. Very rarely do I see treads on Monkey.
Yeah, it's not too common.
Hook shot. Catches Iceberg mid. He's got the Spirit Siphon here, and it comes to Sunray as well. His command is launched out with a rock drop, but they've killed off the DP. Ulties for ulties, but this has got to be now a jump in from the Earth Spirit with the Magnetize down. He's got 3 of them bound up with the Fatal Bonds as well. The advanced score still dropping low. He's going to be able to get 1 at the very least. 2 drop now to the Fatal Bonds Magnetize combo, and BZZ arrives looking for the chomp down onto Sven. A few more swipes in will do it, but the Sunray's keeping him alive. They need to chase this one, but they've got no more slows. Nothing else to keep him at bay, but Yol with a dive back in might have given up his own life with a duel forward. DK Forwards finds it, and they will finally find that 3rd kill they were looking for.
My god, that Fatal Bond and the overwhelming odds, just suddenly they were all at like 30% HP and ticking down further with the Magnetize dropping in too. That was brutal. I'm surprised enough that they actually even got that first initial kill, so, impressive from the Radiant, because they need that. They're in trouble. And even if they come and like invade now, there's also the benefit of they have, of course, cleaned up that ancient sack. Like TA got that all done kind of right before this all kicked off, so there's some golems there, but they're not walking into a 4 or 5 sack of ancients that would have just obliterated the spirits of Team Random.
Team Random. I just don't know what to call them.
The Radiant.
The Radiant team. The team with Mag on it.
Mag's team.
Mag's team. Except not for much longer, I believe. Sven. He has a TP scroll. And I think he might be okay. Van score. You meant to hold your stun, buddy.
Alright, well, whatever. I mean, Sven leaves. It's fine. Push on in. Oh my god. This neutral creeps. Whoa, what was that?
I was looking for the Warlock. FNG does not get hit.
He's looking at a medallion himself, too. He's not even thinking about the Force Staff. Okay. They're not concerned about this clockwork.
They do not care.
They did get him.
They did finally kill him. I've got some lag here.
Yeah, mine is also lagging out. Uh-oh. I hope it's not servers.
Warning, connection problem. Timeout in 17, 16, 15. Oh dear.
Yeah, mine's on the exact same timing as yours. Although this happened to me the other week too, for an EU game, and then nothing happened to the players, so it was kind of weird.
So it's just the pleb commentators that get disconnected.
Yeah, it's like this Dota TV connection for some reason that's all messed up.
Cast PUBG, you cucks. It'd be sick if we could cast PUBG. That would be fun. Have you played much?
Soon TM, folks.
Soon TM, yeah. I bet Moonduck has some things in the pipe works already.
We're trying.
It's difficult though.
It is. It is difficult. We
client.
talked a lot about it yesterday on the Zyori podcast. We talked for we unintentionally talked for like 40 minutes about the idea of casting that game and just like all the different ideas and stuff. And it sounds pretty legit, I have to say. I really wish I can't connect. Oh, disconnected. All right.
Yeah. We might have a problem here.
All right, I'll restart my client. I'll give that a go.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause the local broadcast. Local recording even. Should I bother? Nah. YouTube people can suck it up. They can
click through.
You can just skip through this bit or something. No. After several attempts to connect, the server did not respond.
Yeah, I am still not back in after restarting the game, so we're having some issues. Is the admin still in? Or the admin's probably out too, eh?
I'm asking in the Discord if the players are okay or if they've disconnected as well. I have a feeling it is just us.
I also think it is too.
Guys, game crash, don't connect. 3-game Comanche team spirit. Fervian is trying his hardest to speak English, but it's not working. I understood, guys. Game crash. Don't connect. I guess what we will do. So I guess everyone has crashed out of this server.
Woo!
Shit.
EU servers down. EU servers down. I wonder if they all crashed. Because I saw they all went down yesterday, didn't they?
This is very not good,
EU
Trent.
servers down. Reddit down. Oh god, I knew it's a bloodbath. Oh no. You know, Cloud9 comes back, and look what happens.
You come back. You come and cast Game 3 and everything.
That's true.
Bloody breaks. You.
Oh look, Yapsaur's joined Team Secret. Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? Who knew that Pilot was getting removed?
Hey man, how do you know he didn't want to go to NP?
Sure.
Well, that's a dead server if I've ever seen one.
Fat has been like with NP for a while now, though.
True.
I mean, even Moon Meander like leaked it yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like everyone knew it was gonna be Fata, apparently. Oh, I was finally winning a rank game after 2 days, 15 games lose streak, and now servers went down during it. Imprisoned. I feel bad for you, buddy. That sounds awful.
Here, I'll bring back the draft overlay since so many people asked for it. Yeah, you can have the draft overlay. You can be prison plebs again.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So, I don't know
Game 3, Gareth, what do?
Is someone asking me? What? I don't know. I'm going to have to wait for admins to tell me what's happening because the players don't know. I don't know. Only the admins know. The admin is writing now something in Discord. I believe we will have to remake Game 3. at some point. But if the servers are down, then we're fucked either way, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like cut to a break then, I guess. Everyone got DC'd. Servers are dead.
Hello. A break. Who needs breaks?
I mean,
Didn't you see they did the entire Kiev hub off of the sweat of the back of Sir Action Slacks and the help of dear Malistrix? Of course, of JD fame.
I just had to solo cast 2 games because my co-caster didn't wake up in time.
Can you believe that?
Can you actually believe
that? Guy
that?
should never get a job again.
Yeah, definitely. He should.
Oh, what just happened?
He should forfeit. He should forfeit his place at the Manila Masters and give it to someone else.
That just seems logical. Dude, I reconnected.
So
we're in.
I'm reconnecting also.
Oh no! I hope the Monkey King didn't leave the game.
Game is paused.
Oh, he's in.
No, everyone's in. Everyone's in.
Let's see what happens. Good thing you didn't go to a break.
Did I pause local? I didn't even pause local recording. Everything's just been going. Ready. Okay. Cool.
Whew.
That's.
Oh god, that could have been awful.
I'm so glad we didn't have to remake a game that's 20 minutes in already.
Well, please, we need remake abilities now before it's too late.
Before it's too late.
Bring them back. We need to be able to load games.
Cool. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's good.
Yeah.
So where were we, Trent? No, I should change it from last hits to net worth. Yeah. Nearly 9k over on Lifestealer and DP. TA has caught up really nicely, actually. You're right, the Deso has helped out pretty tremendously. Almost has the blink done now as well. So that, I guess that leeway period where they were able to just farm up for a fair bit was nice for them. But in the meantime, Svenny baby killed off. No dual victory for DK Phobos, but still a big kill to take. This opens up Roshan for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And the Radiant were even starting to set up around there too. You know, they're thinking things like, yeah, we have a Deso, we have this Phoenix and Monkey King. Think of our AoE control. We can totally take this thing. But it looks like the Dire won't commit for it. Again, without the Exorcism, it is very scary to try and fight there, I would say, against Wukong's command and Supernova.
For sure.
Yol
is going for a veil of his own.
Ooh, it's Twitch Chat's favorite moment. It's 9-9.
Oh yeah.
This is my favorite.
This is my favorite too, Trent. The duel in onto Phoenix.
Oh no!
They've caught one, and it's gonna be 10 kills to Team Spirit. F10k, F10k. But Trent, who got F10k? I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh, I don't know. No, who knows?
Who could possibly know? Hook shot in, it's a good one though. Catches straight onto Vanscore, tries to roll away, but the Battle Salt is there. The kick back with the Wukong's command. Looking to kill off the Earth Spirit and succeeding, while DK Phobos slowed by the trap with BZZ. Oh, the Boundless Strike, the Meld as well. Comes in through with a rock drop now onto one. The TA slowed down, but Spirit Siphon with a refraction back up. Might be able to survive, turns back to fight up against Iceberg. The damage is there, it looks good, but it's not enough. Iceberg runs away, but Ferbian finds a kill on DK Phobos in the end. Iceberg, Spirit Siphon keeps him alive, still not dead. Running, sprinting through with the All Scepter up. He's not going to hit by the Fire Spirits either. He does have a TP. The boost of travel will allow him to jump away if he's just able to get into a hidey hole. Come on now. Boundless Strike finishes him off. A triple kill for Ferbian. And Team Spirit lose 4.
Very nicely done. That is one way to get yourself a lead. It's gonna start building their way now for old Team Radiant, and we just again start looking towards Rocheman. That was also eggless, which is kind of crazy. I thought they were gonna need everything, you know, at this point to like win a big fight, but no Supernova required.
And I guess the fact that Earth Spirit bust his initial spells on the Phoenix to kill him and then was trapped with no magnetize or anything. But I've got to say,
it's true. It's basically the same trade, really. Like, yeah, you're not getting the giant ulti from your Phoenix, but you're also,
that's like a 1-for-1 trade. But like FNG's ulti was pretty bad. Like you only hit the TA.
Yeah.
Didn't really do too much. And that's given TA Blink 400 gold. Dire team still with Exorcism up now. Looking to pressure into tier 2 mid, maybe even Roshan again.
I feel like the Radiant are going to get this Roche. It seems like they're the best setup for it. Even though they're down a bit in terms of gold. Well, actually, gold's actually back to pretty much even, and they have a 4K experience lead now at this point.
And have a duel. Maybe a duel victory.
How tanky
Not
he
enough
is.
damage though with a Sun Ray. Jeez, Mag somehow survives through the duel, but still gets taken down with a stun back onto Phoenix. They've killed him off as well. Oh yeah, you're right. Mag has Solar Crest.
Yeah, he straight up bought it too. Like just the whole thing. Now I feel like this one you go Roche, right? Yeah, and they're already in there. Because like the tier 2's dead, you have Exorcism again. Now the question is, do you just pop it immediately or do you wait on it? Ooh, Iceberg's holding.
The Radiant are coming in. Iceberg, he does launch the ladies out with Exorcism. Urn placed onto Sven, so if he had a blink, he couldn't blink. Overwhelming odds with Iceberg running forward. They're going to catch the Phoenix here with the stuns and the slows. They're going to bring the bird down. So no supernova, but the Boundless Strike catches across onto a couple with the Movement Command flying out as well. They've stunned up Iceberg, but pressing attack is there with a Yule Scepter available as well. The duel comes through into the back end of the Sven. The Blade Mail doing work, but they're going to cleave. Kills off the Earthspread in the back. Fervian dropping lower and lower, and Iceberg still dishing out the damage. But this Meld striking TA with the Desolator is doing a hell of a lot. Has Blink Dagger up again as well, but in the back it's Mag. Finds the final blow over onto FNG's Warlock and looks to escape with a Force Staff of his own. Roshan still on about half HP, but difficult for either team to go wandering in there. Mag still might get caught.
Oh, didn't get away though, is it? Yeah. So this is what happens when we don't get that second early game item. You just go one kind of prop yourself up item and then straight for the basher. You get it at a pretty decent timing. So it did a lot of work. You got a couple good bash down DP, so she couldn't chase during that engagement. Iceberg not able to use the full exorcism to its maximum potential, and that means that they get out 2 heroes. Not everyone dies, so they can't just commit fully to Roche. They even pop another trap inside too, so they'll know at least when they come in to destroy the trap.
TA, such a menace that DP's gone back for a plate mail. Looking for the Shiver's Guard. You know, so often we see Octarine Core get picked up, but you need this armor against the TA and Sven without a shadow of a doubt. And once more, the Radiant smoke up looking for this brawl near the Roshan pit. Mag eyeing up a hook shot onto Iceberg, steals the haste rune from under their noses as well. The Yule Scepter on Mag and the silence over on them as well. Radiant team may be deterred from going in any further, but you've got no hook shot. It's gone.
And the Radiant has no Yules of their own either. Imagine that DP actually gets that haste rune and they smoke with it. That could have been very bad. Like, that's a scary hero with haste.
Oh, big silence there from Vanscore with Wukon's command dropping him down from the trees. The stun's there at Fervian. His ultimate's not going to do too much. The Blade Mail turns it back in his face. Supernova from Yol landing. A couple of Fiery Spirits are good, but the Magnetize, it's onto the TA who just jumps away with a Refraction. Wasted ult from the Earth Spirit as he wants the Sven now going in deep, but there are traps set all around.
They need to get this blink on Sven.
They need to go and take Roshan.
One component in every fight, and that was it right there. They were so clustered and grouped, it would have been a complete and utter annihilation, but he's just so close. He sells the poor man, so he's like, I need this shit. Like, let's go.
Especially with Team Spirit going straight into the pit. They need to set up again.
He is in vision, though. They see him, and they're going to see that blink.
And they also know that Mag has hookshot again. The timing of this. Oh, the 2-man hookshot comes across, slides in with the cogs there, blocking as well. Sven silenced, but down goes the Lifestealer. BCC's dead, the duel comes through, but no, DK Phobos! You can't fight up against the Mask Commander Sven. Iceberg turns back with a ghost at his side, tries to get the Spirit Siphon in, but Arc turns back again with a stun to the Maelstrom, the minus armor dead! Team Spirit gets shredded around the Roshan pit, and even though they saw the blink, they knew that Mag was coming in, they still get caught by a beautiful hookshot.
Yeah, that was all Mag. What a god. They were out of there. They saw the Sven, they're like, alright, we can take the shit of this ultimate, we'll come back in once it's down, then we'll fight them, it's gonna be easy peasy. And Mags just denies that completely. And what a crazy play by Sven to go for the stun on the Lifestealer. There was the possibility he just pops Rage. And that fight turns pretty poorly, I would have said. But unable to hit the Rage in time.
Now the Radiant are getting more and more farmed. There was once a big disparity between the core heroes of the Dire and of the Radiant, but Mag has overtaken DK Phobos. BZZ is, barely ahead of Arc, and this TA is close on the tail to the DP. Like, they've evened this game out so nicely, and now have Aegis on the Templar Assassin. I feel that it swung so heavily the other way that it's now Radiant's game to
top
lose.
lane.
Are they able to kill off FNG? Yeah, like, how do you feel? Do you think it's now Radiant's game to lose?
Yeah, I felt that way before the last fight they lost, like when the Monkey King fight with Basher too, actually. But the I'll try to put it. Basically, they've just taken such huge risks that have paid off immensely. They've definitely been the high risk, high reward plays, and they keep working somehow. Like, the fact BZZ didn't get Rage off in that last fight, I mean, honestly, even post-Cogs there, that could have gone so bad if that Rage came off from the Lifestealer. Because then that duel comes in, and there's a Death Prophet, a Legion, and a Lifestealer, and they might have just blown up Arc. And he just goes down instantaneously, and the fight's just gone. It's over. And then they hand over Roche Team Spirit or something, but instead, bold plays from Mag, bold plays from Arc, and here we are. So, I would indeed say they're quite in the lead, but they have to watch out for FNG, right? I mean, this guy will be level 12 eventually. That second level in the ulti going. We're going to have 4 points into Fatal Bonds. Be relatively scary then.
It's going to take a while. 4 levels in Upheaval. I was talking about the combination of Upheaval with Exorcism and, you know, stuff like that being nice, but yeah, I just haven't felt it this game. He's always getting jumped on.
Both their supports are crazy low levels too. Like, Earth Spirit just about to be 12, and Warlock's still not even 11, whereas we have a 14 and 3/4 Phoenix, and almost level 16 Monkey King.
Yeah, they are mega farmed, being involved in so many team fights, and not dying straight off the bat. I mean, I guess Phoenix has died like maybe twice at the beginning of team fights, but he comes back in, you know, mid team fight because he's got the minus 20 seconds respawn time.
Yeah,
he jumps straight back in again. What's the plan for Spirit now, though? Just wait this Aegis out and make sure that no big objectives are taken by the Radiant?
Oh, well, this Lotus Orb is certainly scary for them. Mag is scouting out. They could maybe get Van score? I don't know, I'm surprised. Iceberg's just like chilling. It's like, nah, it's fine. Could be a bunch of heroes there or something. Alright, they're gonna fight.
Yeah, and if they find easy kills like the Earth Spirit, then fair enough. They're going back in for Iceberg, though. Maybe not the easiest to take down with the Sunray burning through. They're barely going to tickle her into death, and they find the Earth Spirit in the back with the help of Sven. And Yol actually finds the double kill somehow there. I'm not sure how he killed off the Earth Spirit, but fair enough. But 2 for nothing and 1 minute without your DP.
That was really weird. Like, you have a Mag Clockwork, 1v1 your Earth Spirit over here. Like, the lanes are pushed out. Where the hell else is the rest of the Radiant going to be? You know? Like, the Radiant's not over here. They're not farming in here. So, like, clearly they were going to be following up on this Clockwork. He's not wandering by himself.
Is BZC just dead here? They dropped the Golem and the Fatal Bombs, but he is magical. Cleans him up with a side blade attack. And they might look to dive in for FNG. Pops the Shrine, but he's still very low HP. And yep, this is a dream of a TA. Blink in, 2 hit, dead. More heroes join the sidelines for Team Spirit as one by one they just kind of filter through and die one by one.
Wow, we're gonna engage once. Generally, you know, other team has an Aegis. We so rarely see the teams want to fight them at a tier 2 like that. There's like no point. You're missing your DP. So Lifesteal, I guess, just getting caught. Trying to get the gold. Man, quick blink there. DK Kobo.
But how do they stop this push? Wukong's command comes out and zones them away from their racks. An entire lane is going to drop here, it looks like. Trent. Melee gone, range gone. Do they transfer to top for tier 3? Doesn't look like
I don't know, we still have a lot of time on this Aegis. Well, actually, no, we don't. Sorry,
like
it's only about 5 seconds.
Like
I thought we had like 2 more minutes left. Time flies when everyone's dying.
It surely does.
Believe it.
That's the mid lane that's gone as well. Spirit smoking up. I guess the natural place, the kind of accepted place for the Radiant to be is shoving top lane to try and breach high ground again. But they're all keeping back into
the Earth Spirit instead of the Legion.
That's kind of weird.
They're gonna try and like blink duel and then use the roll to maybe find that target who, you know, assuming the duel probably isn't one of those core targets, maybe? I don't know.
This is such an aggressive smoke. They've come all the way from top tier 3 to enemy bottom tier 3.
And they're really hoping there's no wards. Oh, hello! Lair goes right over Spirit 2 and then catches the Legion. Brutal.
Oh, Mag misses that hook shot. This might be bad. Good force staff back, but Sven still caught by the bolts. Has to roll in onto Arc, and his BKB's popped for the exorcism from Iceberg, looking to try and shove into tier 3 of their own at this point. The line is held, and they still have the supernova of this Phoenix to get up on this high ground and make sure that nothing else happens. The trouble is, if Iceberg is jumped on and stunned, DP can die within a fraction of a second. Looks like that's why they're just full retreat mode, but that's DP ulti wasted completely.
Yeah, they're smoking after. There's only 4 more seconds until Clockwork Hook. Look at this chase. Warcry going, everyone running. The next set of Radiant Vision will be this TA trap here. Oh, they see Earth Spirit.
Yeah, again, Mag on the money with a hook shot. They're even looking for more, a little bit deeper. The duel back onto Monkey King. Now Legion Commander and Lifestealer are in a bit of trouble. Mag, Arc, and Magical, they all come through with the damage onto Legion, take her down. Lifestealer, in the meantime, has no TP scroll. Trent finds a courier with 1,000 gold worth of stuff on it. One Blade of Alacrity is gone, but I think BCC just accepts its fate and dies here, right? Baiting it out, animation cancelling the stun. Come on, rage, I dare you to rage. S and Y proc, there we go. Hit him with a slow, infest into a creep, rage himself up. Oh, buddy, which creep am I in? Which creep am I in? Oh, they're just gonna let him roll with this. Just all the way back to base. I guess there's no creep waves coming because it's the Raxed lane, right?
Yeah. No hope there, so nice escape. But they will still lose their shrine, so they'll be both shrines down now from the Dire.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Radiant, they look good.
Easy. Dire's bottom tower has
So how do they lose these next fights? Again, I think it does come down to a lot of this magical damage, because we've talked a couple times about just armor, but their magic also has a lot of instant skill.
Oh, Mag, you absolute beauty of a hook shot in onto Iceberg again. With a battery assault there, I don't know, DP, I think you're stuck and you're going to die. The TA comes through with one final hit. The laggy projectile is launched and Magical secures it.
Greedier farming plays, I see. We can get another trap in the Roche pit here. Slap that on in. Oh, even a regen rune. Oh, how nice.
I hear a BKB pop. TK Phobos yet again taken out of the picture. No buyback for 1 minute. Let's actually check the buyback status. Legion Commander 430 gold away. DP does have buyback, but would love to hold on to it for now. But it looks like you're going to be forced with the second lane of Rax being pressured on top lane. Oh dear, Team Spirit. What have you got yourselves into?
A funky looking game, I have to say. Weird pickoffs, people just not respecting movements and stuff. Maybe it's the lack of vision anywhere on like this part of the map that's kind of hurting them. Seems to be like, obviously their DP goes down there and then they rotate through there right to mid and you just lose your Legion Commander. But the vision in here is definitely telling them that, hey, no one's farming through here, guys. Or, well, we haven't seen anyone move into our Ancients and farm in there, so it's kind of like they must be here. So I'm surprised like Legion's even out here.
Team Spirit have been... It doesn't even feel like the normal kind of disjointed where, you know, there's one player doing his own thing and the rest of the team is like very obviously focused on one objective. This just feels like they're not reading the map correctly. Like they have, because, you know, you have information that you can have sometimes where you see something and it is there. But like you're sort of talking about the information of lack of information. You see an area and there's nothing there, so by process of elimination they must be somewhere else, like closer to our base. But maybe they just think that they've smoked up to go to Roshan or something.
Well, that will be the plan soon. In fact, Fervine's going to be the one to spot it out. Of course, it is night time, so it's a little hard to see, but there you go. And in we go. So Roche time, Dire not nearby. Well, he's certainly not close enough. Oh, I disconnected. Oh, I hope you didn't.
Everyone lagged apparently. I didn't DC.
Oh, good. Okay.
The server has 20340230 ping, according to Arc. Yeah. It's very not good. But I don't know. Spirit, they're kind of moving towards the Roche pit. They've got like 4 heroes around, close enough to contest. But Roshan's dying at a pretty alarming rate.
After several attempts to reconnect the server, did not respond. I'm glad you can see.
Okay, well, they get the Aegis and they hookshot in. Mag has gone in deep. He looks for the turnaround as well with the cogs out. Sunray's there to keep him alive, and the Supernova drags him in. This Yol Phoenix is in the middle of the fight and doing so much work. They get the 1 kill on Lifestealer and turn it back for DK Phobos as well. The second one with a splash. Magical kills off 2 with 1 strike. They follow down into Iceberg, but GG is called. It's over. Game number 3 will go the way of Mag and his lads. Team X, Team Comanche, and Team Spirit, they've tapped out. Triple kill godlike streak to end the game for Magical, and it really was pretty damn good turnaround from laning stage to get this far.
That was quite the collapse, I have to say. I mean, definitely the power of that team fight, though. The Monkey King, the Phoenix. I definitely don't want to underscore the efforts there of the Radiant. It was I mean, I definitely felt they had a chance to come back and win this game, but I didn't expect it to be like a comeback and the game just ends. It was more like a, we get back to even. We battled out a few times, and they certainly had a shot at it, but they just took the reins and never let go. Monkey King, Phoenix, excellent combination, I think. Just the fact that once you have this ultimate going and it's got these bashes that are slowing you down, at first it's not too bad before you use basher, of course, but this Phoenix egg also, and the attack speed slow, and then the random interruptions to your bash, and then there's this clockwork with this battery assault that's going through. It's like there's all these little things that make it so you can't perfectly execute the things you want to do. And maybe that's what's kind of messing them up when you're trying to do infest bombs all synced up at the same time as like these Warlock rocks with the fatal bonds and the Earth Spirit timings and combinations. He's a hero with some finesse. He can have some issues if he can't do everything perfectly in sync.
Yeah, it was a difficult one. TA 10, 1, and 10. I feel like she died once at like 2 minutes or something, right? And then didn't die again for the rest of the game. It was definitely one of those moments where it's like, right, you've given me a shitty matchup against a DP and there's an Earth Spirit in my lane. It just went absolutely like monster mode. Magical with a great performance.
Very much so. And
y'all had an Ags on Supernova at the end as well, by the way. Mag like hookshotted in while they were picking up Aegis, got into the middle of like 4 of them, dropped to half HP, Sunray kept him alive, then y'all just like, snatches him with Supernova and says, "What up? You're not getting any kills." That was really nice to see, but that's it for today. That is it for today. Tomorrow we do have one best of 3 between NIP and Effect. I believe that's the only game we have tomorrow. No, I think we have 2. We have 2 tomorrow. NIP versus Effect and Empire versus Cloud9 will be our 2 series.
Ah, yes, the double header.
A double header tomorrow. But we
be there or be asleep, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. But yeah, Mr. Cat EU Invitational continues all through this week and next week and a bit of the week after as well, as we have best of 3s galore for you from the European region. So for now, Trent, are you going to go back to bed or are you awake now?
What? No, I'm awake.
Okay. Have a good rest of your day, Trent. Hopefully.
Thanks, buddy. I've missed 2 hours of it already. I'm not too happy, to be honest.
You sound pretty grumpy about it. Right.
Yeah.
See you guys later. We'll be back tomorrow.